Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie called London Has Fallen. And this came out not that long ago, and now it's on Netflix. And it stars Gerard Butler. I kept thinking I would accidentally say Brett Butler, the comedian, but no, it stars Gerard Butler. The sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. And in this movie, he's like part of the Secret Service, the main guy for the President of the United States, right? Ride on Air Force One with him and stuff. And they go to London, and apparently one of the, I think, prime ministers passed away, and they invited all the world leaders to come to the funeral. You know, and when they get there, all hell breaks loose. And it's weird because whenever I was in the army in Germany, whenever a truck would come in the thing, they said just go under a scan, make sure there's no bombs or anything like that. This was back in 80, 89. And I was like, no one's going to do that. But I mean, I looked under there, I didn't ever saw anything. And it was weird, they had like these mirrors. I don't think, I never had a mirror or anything like that. I had to do it, just look and see if I could see anything. I didn't see nothing. And they had one mirror and they used to attach a bomb on one of the cars. And like I said, all hell breaks loose. The car blows up. And when that happens, the movie gets going. And when it gets going good. The President of the United States is under attack and he's being relentlessly pursued by the bad guys. And it's up to Gerard Butler to keep him safe. When that happens, it's pretty much, when all heck breaks loose, it's pretty much relentless action all the way to almost the very end of the movie. And it moves at a very brisk pace. It's a very tight 98 minutes. Because sometimes, hey Maggie, sometimes I think film companies, for an action movie or something like that, they feel the need to make it over 2 hours long. And I don't mind long movies. But it's cool to see one that's around 90, 98, 140 minutes, or maybe even like less than that, maybe 85 minutes. But it's not. This one's 98 minutes, reminiscent of movies in the 80s and stuff. And I remember at work, I asked my friend Bob about the movie, and he said, "Man, that movie's awesome." And he's right; it is very awesome. It's a very good movie, and it's R-rated, and they use lots of, as Mr. Spock would say in Star Trek 4, they use lots of colorful metaphors in the movie. Very justifiably so, under the circumstances. It's really good. And I highly recommend London Has Fallen. I want to thank my friend Tim Sands for making me a really cool thumbnail. Also, like I said, about movie length and stuff like that, I remember when Grindhouse came out, I always wanted to see Grindhouse in the theater. And I remember my friend Ryan said he talked to his buddy. He said, "Boy, that Grindhouse looked pretty good." And his friend said, "Yeah, if you want to spend 3.5 hours cooped in the movie theater." And that don't bother me. I'd love that. And of course, I didn't see it at the movie theater. I ended up, like most people, buying the DVDs, and they released them as 2 separate movies. Which, I mean, some people didn't like that they did that. They wanted to see the whole thing, or the whole theatrical cut in one thing, because they had like a bunch of sneak previews right in the middle. And I didn't get to see it till much later on YouTube. But I mean, I like both movies. Now, the one I prefer is Planet Terror, because I think it really gets going and gets, like I said, just like London's Fallen, gets going good throughout the whole movie. Whereas Death Proof, as much as I like Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell did nothing wrong in this movie, I think Quentin Tarantino is sometimes in love with his dialogue a little too much. Very dialogue heavy. Even though it's still a cool movie, but I think Planet Terror is much better. So there you have it. A full-on 10 out of 10 for London Has Fallen. A fantastic film. Fantastic movie. And very awesome. If you get a chance to see it on Netflix, I definitely recommend it. Huh, Maggie? Do you recommend it, kitty? So until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion. With shout out to my friend Bob from work.